Hello, Alma Familia. It is Kevin and Kelly here in the middle of nature in the woods, and today we're here with a very special follow-up to a blog that I recently published called Camping with Coffee. Okay? If you ever find yourself in an unfortunate situation where you can't start a fire and you happen to have a jet boil device and you happen to have access to freshly ground coffee but no brewing equipment, then you're in luck, because as you will see if you go and read the blog in the description of this video, we have some ways to brew coffee in the middle of the woods with nothing but hot water and a cup and maybe a sock. So we're going to walk through 3 methods of how to brew coffee using this jet boil here, but really if you can start a fire, which we can't, then you can make coffee. So I think I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm really excited. I want to try these.
We've also set up camp here, literally in the middle of the biggest anthill.
I think this entire plot of land is just one giant anthill, because there's ants everywhere.
Yeah, they're crawling up my legs. So let's
just try to expedite this.
So Kevin, you a big fan of westerns?
I love westerns.
Me too. My favorite is Cowboys versus Aliens.
Nice. My favorite is Mandalorian.
That one's pretty good. So the first method we're going to walk through today is called cowboy coffee, okay? And from what I've read on the internet, there's not a single cowboy that ever actually did this. But we're the first because, the thing with cowboys, the American mythology is that they're rough, they're tough, they're out, just roughing it out, right? Just like we are right now in the middle of the woods. This is a way to make coffee without a coffee filter. Literally all you need is coffee ground as fine as humanly possible, and a cup and some hot water. So I'm going to go ahead and start this jet boil, which sorry, hold on.
Can I help you with this?
No, that's it. Okay,
it's on?
Yeah.
Should you close the gas, or? I never use one of these. I just want to make sure it's not going to blow up.
Hold this.
Okay.
I just was going the opposite of the direction that I needed, but it's all good. Okay. So let's try that again.
Can't light a fire. Can't light a jet boil.
That's perfect. So what you do is you're going to get your... Okay, well, give me just 2 seconds. So do a little bit of gas. Get it going like that. Just put this on. You don't touch it.
And you just let it boil?
And as you can hear, the water is boiling right now. So again, you might not have a jet boil. In fact, you might not even have a fire. But the cool thing about a jet boil is that if you do have one, it's gonna boil this water in about 30 seconds. We've got freshly boiled water, as you can see. Look at that.
Nice.
Beautiful. So to make cowboy coffee, I'm gonna set our mic situation down right here. First of all, you're gonna want coffee ground as finely as possible. Why is that, Kelly? I'm talking as if I'm talking to you, but I'm really talking to you. Why is that? Because you want this coffee to dissolve as much as possible in this water. Any coffee that doesn't dissolve is going to stay in the water because there's no way to filter this. As you can see, this freshly ground coffee here. So you can see this extremely fine coffee here. Sorry, there's bears in the background. And it's so fine that it's like espresso ground, right? What you're gonna do is eyeball, because wouldn't have a way to measure 2 tablespoons of coffee, about 2 tablespoons into a glass. I would say that's about 2 tablespoons, right?
Yeah.
And then you add approximately 10 ounces of hot water, which I'm going to do right here.
Pretty sure you just poured a bug in there.
It's okay. It's part of the
Part of camping.
part of the cowboy camping experience here.
You see him in there floating?
I actually do. Okay, so then the last step of cowboy coffee is you're going to stir it and wait about 2 minutes, and you and I are both going to try this and give our thoughts.
Cool.
It's been about 2 minutes, guys. So if you are a fan of true grit, you're really going to feel the grit in your teeth when you drink this, but cheers to cowboy coffee. It's honestly like not terrible. And we're only sharing a mason jar because we are lost in the woods. We forgot to pack a second one.
I would drink that.
It's kind of stuck in my throat a little bit. All right, so that's that. All right, we're gonna try one that's a little experimental. Okay, I just added some fresh water into our fire, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to introduce you to something called the sock method. Okay, this is what you do. You take a sock, preferably clean, and same kind of ratio as the cowboy coffee, but hopefully the coffee grounds would be a little more coarsely ground because you want them to immerse for a little longer. And we're going to just open this up, which, by the way, guys, today we're using Ember. It's our darkest dark roast here at Alma. So what you want to do is about 2 tablespoons for every 12 ounces of water. Again, I'm just eyeballing it, so don't do what I'm doing. And then
So only 2?
Only 2. There we go. I fill it in there. All right. Got hot water. Yeah, that's nice.
Cool. Sock.
We got the sock with it, with the coffee in it.
Here you go.
And we got our cup mug device. In this case, it's a mason jar because it was the only thing we packed on this trip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sock in the mason jar, and just kind of similarly to how you would brew tea at home, I'm going to put in about 12 ounces of water. You're going to let that sock immerse in the water. What I like to do when I make sock coffee is kind of move it up and down. It's already turning brown.
And by the way, these are clean socks. I'm not sure if you said that already.
I did say that, and I just want to also...
We just want to reiterate that these are clean and not dirty.
And to even further reiterate, I have never washed these socks. So these are straight from the factory. Yeah, I didn't know.
I won't be trying this one because I'm not going to be drinking factory sock coffee.
Kevin, you got to try it. We're out here. I'm going to try it. Regardless of the cleanliness of the socks, it does need to steep for 4 minutes. So just keep that in mind. It's like a French press, but worse because the filter is literally your sock.
Yeah, dude. It's looking good. How long?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
I've never been more ready for anything in my life, including the SATs. We're going to remove the sock as you would a bag of tea, and we're just going to throw that in the woods. And,
give it a little swirl.
I'll do the honors. I'll do the honors. I'm going to give it a swirl on the nice camera, too.
Yeah, give it a swirl.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The perk of this method compared to cowboy coffee is you're not going to deal with grits. So if you're willing to deal with other things, chemicals, sweat, over having grits in your teeth, this is perfect for you. But if you don't want to deal with the possible health side effects of this, I'd probably stick with Cowboy Coffee. It's the least like worst method.
I mean, honestly, it didn't taste bad. It was just very gritty and watery. That's it. But let's see how this one does.
Cheers. Okay, someone must have washed this.
Wait.
It just tastes like laundry detergent.
No, it doesn't. You're lying.
I need you to sip that.
You're lying.
Bro, sip that.
It just smells like laundry detergent. Bro, I don't know if I can do it. That's good. So, don't wash your socks before doing this. Dude, it's lingering.
Yeah.
Like, I still taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get a sip of that ice cold water.
Hold on, I'm gonna go grab that sock because I think I realized that I like that sock. It's been a pleasure camping with you, Kevin.
Likewise.
And it's been a pleasure sharing some of these coffee camping secrets. If you like it, please subscribe to our channel because this is probably the only time we're ever going to do anything like this again. So, one method, Kevin, that I did not fill you in on and that unfortunately is going to keep us here all night, JK, in the morning when we come in, we'll get a video of us tasting this.
Okay.
Just to
overnight?
just to kind of see what it's like. But this one's pretty simple. If you've ever made cold brew at home, same concept, except if you don't have filters, you just let it brew. And just like with Cowboy Coffee, you just deal with it. So if you don't have a jet boil or a fire, you just have water and coffee and 8 hours to kill, make some cold brew. Alright, I do about a 1-to-6 ratio because you're trying to make a concentrate and you can always water it down later if you find clean water. So what I'm going to do is just take some coarsely ground coffee, put it in this mason jar, like so. I'm just going to do all of this.
Okay.
And really just kind of stir that up. You want that coffee to be just completely saturated.
Alright.
Just like, hold on. Just like that. And if you make a little bit of a mess, it's okay. Coffee is biodegradable. So don't feel bad about leaving it out in the woods. It has a lot of nitrogen in it and it helps Mother Nature reclaim what it has lost from the humans. So once you have a container with water and coffee in it, the best method, if you have another sock, because the one thing you want to avoid with overnight cold brew is exposure to air and bugs and things like that. Just cover it up so nothing gets in it. And again, 8 hours. It's all you need. So we will actually try this in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll take a picture to prove it. But yeah, we're gonna try this in the morning. And we'll get back to you.
Just keep it right here. Yeah.
And close out this video.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pack up.
Awesome.
All right, guys. I'm back. It's been 8 hours. Kevin and I did end up leaving the wood situation. Honestly, wasn't worth the camping experience to get that overnight cold brew, because all I had to do really was to leave it beside Alma's compost pile overnight, and now we get to taste it. So I'm gonna bring it in, surprise Kevin in the morning. There he is right there. I don't know if you can see him, but yeah, he's there. So let's taste this overnight cold brew. Alright, so a lot of you might be thinking, Kelly, overnight cold brew isn't all cold brew overnight cold brew because you gotta wait like 12 hours. What you can do is take a camping spoon. I just have a regular spoon here and do this little do-off right here. Check this out. Okay, there's one here. It smells delicious. Perfect. All right, Kevin. Well, to send off our camping advice, you can go to the link in the description of this video and learn not just about the 3 techniques that we expertly covered here, but other camping techniques, and go out and try to camp with coffee in a way that isn't using instant coffee, because you can get delicious coffee without that much trouble. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
highly
this is
recommend
definitely, yeah, this is by far the best one out of the 3. This is good. I would drink this normally.
it. Yeah.